Hello friends. So I'm going to do an analysis of revelations with the constellations in mind. So first I will show you revelations and then I will show you the constellations. I am Alpha and Omega, the first and the last, and what thou seest write in a book, 7 churches which are in Asia. So Alpha and Omega, this is Zodiac. Beginning is the end is the beginning, obviously, because the zodiac keeps revolving. It is setting and constantly it is revolving. Okay. Write in a book, of course, we will write 7 churches. So it could be 7 planets or 7 stars. And there is, of course, there are 2 constellations like that. There is the Big Bear, and then there is, of course, you have even Pleiades. Pleiades has 7 stars. So why do I think it is constellations and stars and planets is because there are many references in the book itself which say heaven, I see in the heaven and all that. And in the midst of 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. So golden girdle looks like Orion, because Orion is the gate of man. So what we need to understand is there are certain stars which never set, which are called as circumpolar stars or immortal stars. Okay, so the North Pole star and the stars which are revolving around it, also known as the Big Bear, Saptarishi, 7 stars, 7 sages, and all that, they don't set. They're always above north, whereas the other stars keep setting, like the ones in the east, for example, Virgo sets, and then Libra rises, Libra sets, Scorpio rises. It keeps on happening, right? So we need to understand that immortal, when we say immortal, living forever and ever, this nothing but North Pole star, also known as Polaris. In one age it is Deneb, one age it is Tuban, one age it is Vega. These are the 4 stars which become the pole star depending upon the age. So in the midst of 7 candles, one like Son of Man, clothed with garment down to the foot, girt about golden girdle. Seems like Orion for now. We can also assume it is Hercules, but I would go with Orion for now. His head and his hairs were like white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were a flame of fire. His feet like fine brass, burned in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. And he had right hand 7 stars, and out of his mouth went a sharp 2-edged sword. Out of his mouth 2-edged sword. So this is again Agni. I mean, in Vedic thing, it is more like Agni. It is also, how do I put it? Agni is actually the regent deity for Pleiades, Kritika, and he has multiple tongues with fire coming out of it. So it could be Agni, it could also be Orion. And he had in his right hand 7 stars. So it is very clear, it is mentioned 7 stars. So obviously we are talking about astronomy, astrology. We are not talking about things on the earth. This is in the heavens. Okay. I fell at his feet. I am first and the last. I am he that liveth and was dead, and behold, I am alive forevermore. So dead here doesn't mean dead. It means it is set. And after, because in different ages, constellations which are above the horizon, they are all forever visible, at least in the night sky. But once the pole star changes, then the constellation surrounding that pole star, it sets. So that is kind of dead. It is not really dead, but it is more like set. That's why Seth, Horus, those come in Egyptian mythology. I am he that liveth and was dead, and behold, I am alive forevermore. So it looks like pole star, or it could be a planet also, and have the keys of hell and death. So it could be Venus, because Venus is one which sometimes it is not visible. Write the things which thou have seen, and things which are, and the things which have forever hereafter. The mystery of 7 stars which thou sawest in my right hand, and the 7 golden candlesticks. So it's clear, it is, its Pleiades. Okay, or it could also be simple 7 planets, because those days the planets were called as wandering stars. So I'm going to the next chapter. So that site, I think there was some problem. So I'm going to another. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him. It's talking about sun, because everybody can see sun. Okay. And unto the angel of churches of these things. So I'm not going to talk about all this. I know thy works and tribulation, poverty, for none of those things. And he shall rule with the rod of iron. So here, and he hath overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end. To him I will give the power over the nations. Power over the nations. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as a vessels of a potter shall he be broken to shivers, even as I received of my father, and I will give him the morning star. So morning star obviously is Venus, and some people, even Mercury, they say morning star. Okay, I got the original King James Bible thing, so it seems to have opened. For some reason it was not opening, or I can continue with the other site if this is not opening. Okay, let me continue with the other site. So when you say throne, it is the North Pole. Okay, whenever we see the word throne, it is North Pole. See, it is so clear. In Revelation 4, after this I looked, and behold, a door was opened in heaven. So it is very clear we are talking about constellation, stars, zodiac, and all. Was it were a trumpet talking with me, which was come up hither, and I will shew thee things which must be hereafter. And he that sat was to look upon like a jasper and a sardine stone, and there was a rainbow around about the throne, in sight unto like emerald. So yeah, when during aurora borealis, and during when the sky is lit, especially at the sunrise or sunset time, when you can see the constellations, that time it looks like a halo, like a rainbow. And round about the throne were 4 and 20 seats. So now you know that in a day there are 24 hours. And upon the seats I saw 4 and 20 elders sitting. So it's a clock. Okay, so when they say Jacob's ladder, it's a ladder. It's basically the 7 planets going up and down the zodiac. So Jacob's ladder is nothing but the entire zodiac. Out of the throne proceeded lightnings and thunderings and voice. There were 7 lamps of fire burning before the throne. which are seven spirits of God. And before the throne, there was a sea of glass, like unto crystal. That is nothing but Milky Way. Because when you say Milky Way, it is like a sea of glass, a milky glass. Midst of the throne and round about the throne were beasts full of eyes. And the first beast was a like lion, Leo. Second beast was a calf or Taurus. Third beast was a face of man, Aquarius. Fourth beast was like a flying eagle. So that is the old sign for Scorpio constellation, which is eagle. Okay. And the four beasts had each 6 wings about him. So maybe 6 planets. They were full of eyes. And they rest not day and night because they are always revolving. And then those beasts give glory and honor and thanks. And the 4 and 20 elders fall down before him that sat on the throne. So they keep on revolving. The throne or the North Pole star is always fixed. Other stars keep rising, falling like a circle. So they fall. Fall means they set. Okay. Thou art worthy, O Lord, to receive Lord glory and honor. Okay. Sealed with 7 seals. Okay. No man in heaven nor in earth, neither under the earth, was able to open the book, neither to look upon. Wept much. Nobody knew how to open it. See, and the 4 beasts said, Amen. And the 4 and 20 elders fell down and worshipped him that liveth forever and ever. Why ever and ever? As I said earlier, there is a North Pole star. It doesn't set. It's immortal. And I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals, and I heard as it were noise of thunder, one of the 4 beasts saying, Come and see. And I saw, behold, a white horse, and he sat on him and bow, and had a bow, and a crown was given unto him, and he went forth conquering and to conquer. So that could be Sagittarius or Centaur. But I would incline to be it is a Sagittarius because first of all, white horse, and then there, he had a bow. Sagittarius is the only constellation which has a bow, whereas Centaur has a spear, if I'm not wrong. Went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat, take peace from the earth, and all that. It could be Scorpio. Okay, for now we will incline to be believe it is Scorpio or Aries also. Okay, but it is better we join those constellations which are near to each other rather than go to Aries. So what are the constellations which are together? Like see, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius. So we tend to believe that it is these constellations that we are talking about. Opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, Come and see, black horse, and he had a pair of balances. So it's clear, it is Libra. I heard a voice in the midst of 4 beasts say, A measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see, thou art not the oil and wine. Fourth seal, I heard the voice, and see, pale horse, on his name, Death. So this could be Capricorn, Saturn, because Saturn is god of time, death, and all that. I saw after the soul that came slain for the word of God, a loud voice. So people used to believe in those days, and I also believe that, of course, is that people who die, they become stars. They are the angels. See, again it is written here, 6:13, and the stars of heaven fell unto the earth. So basically it is setting. It's not like stars are falling on earth. And the heaven departed as a scroll. Obviously, so when the sun, when sun rises, sets, and all that, stars are invisible, right? So especially when after sunrise, you can't see the stars. So that's why it is like a scroll; it goes away. And the kings of the earth, the great men and the rich men and the chief captains, mighty men, every bondman, every free man, hid themselves in dens and rocks of mountains. So yeah, I mean, after sun sets and there is only darkness, people will hide, right? Somewhere they have to live somewhere. It's only when there is a daylight, they go to office, they go to the kingdoms, they work. So yeah, so this is coming from a person who is more oriental and Vedic astrologer and all that. So coming from me, so you have to believe that I am a neutral guy. Okay, so I don't see everything from religious perspective. I see everything from a Vedic perspective or an astrological perspective. And said to the mountains and rock, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. Lamb is sun. For the great day of his wrath is come, who shall be able to stand? See, when sun rises, obviously sun's wrath. See, in Vedic astrology, sun is known as little cruel. It's not exactly cruel, but it is harsh sun because the sun rays can hit you, right? And after these things, I saw four angels standing on the four corners of earth, four winds of the earth. Okay, so it is east, north, south, west. I saw another ascending from the east, having the seal of living God, and he cried with a loud voice to the four angels for him hurt the earth and sea. So I am assuming it is sun, because see, sun is one who rises from the east, and he does hurt. Yeah, if you are standing in midday sun, obviously it hurts, right? Because he hits on your eyes. Hurt not the earth, neither the sea nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads. So this is slightly esoteric now. Probably it is talking about the third eye or pineal gland and all. 144,000 of all the tribes of children of Israel. So this probably is talking about, it is actually talking about, I'm just going to share again. It is talking about basically the 72,000 nerves which are there in the body. So twice is 1,44,000. So as above, so below. So 1,44,000 nerves here. There are constellations up, which probably are 1,44,000 main constellations or main stars, you can say. A lamb which is in the midst of throne shall feed them and shall lead them to living fountains of waters. So one of the interpretation could be Milky Way. Okay. And then when he opened the seventh seal, there was silence in heaven about the space of half an hour. And I saw the seven angels who stood before God, and to them they were given seven trumpets. Another came and stood at the altar having a golden censer. Okay. And the smoke of the incense. So yeah, it could be, see, the seventh angel could also be Sun or Saturn. But I would believe it is sun. For one of the reasons is because see, prayers and all that. See, when the sun rises, a lot of people, especially in India and all, they offer prayers. Cast it into the earth. There were voices, seven angels which are seven trumpets. Okay, I don't know if you have done meditation exactly at sunrise. So when you close your eyes, you will hear the trumpet sound. Okay, the real fun begins now. Revelation 9. Star fall from heaven unto earth, could be comet. Opened the bottomless pit, that is Scorpio. Locust upon earth, because from Scorpio sign is like the underworld sign. So locusts come out. Heard grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only men which have not the seal of God in their foreheads. So what is the seal of God in their foreheads? So obviously it is talking about something about third eye, the pineal gland. So if you're awakened, if your third eye is open, if you are able to perceive things, that you are waking in a dream state, okay, what I call as awakened in a dreamy state or a sleep state, it's called Turiya. Okay, then you will not be hurt by these things because you are above these things. I mean, you can still be hurt physically, but mentally, okay, you know that, okay, this is a dream world. Torment of a scorpion. So again here scorpion is clearly mentioned. And to them given that they should not kill them, but they should be tormented for 5 months. So what happens is, we have this, we have to understand that, you have the solstices and then equinoxes and all that. So for 5 months or 6 months, what happens is the sun, the daylight is less, the night time is more. So obviously, when there is less light and there is more darkness, especially from July, August, September onwards, then what happens is, there is you tend to feel more cold. There's a lot of rain, there is no sunshine, so obviously you will feel little pain, right? So when there is sun is there, what happens is you tend to feel light or fresh. The shapes of the locusts were like horses prepared to battle. Faces of men, they had hair, and the teeth were like teeth of lion. So this could be probably also related to the vaccines. Okay, because this is one of the things which one of my friend, he told me that it could be chimera kind of a vaccine and all that. But I would, right now I am sticking to the zodiac theory only. And they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit, Mars. Tongue is Abaddon, but the Greek tongue, its name is Apollyon. So this Apollyon, I am assuming, see, it could be Mars. Normally people say Apollo is sun, but this is Apollyon. So it could be Mars, because bottomless pit angel is Mars. Okay. And Mars is Rudra in Vedic system. So it's one of the planets that takes you underworld. And the four angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour, a day, a month, and a year for to slay the third part of men. So moon rules an hour. Month, I'm assuming it's sun. Year, it is Jupiter or Saturn. Okay, because in Indian system, Jupiter rules 1 year. But 12 years, after every 12 years, actually Jupiter takes 12 years to complete the entire zodiac. Okay. So all this is nothing but the war in the heavens. You're just looking at constellations and all. Okay. Maybe I have to stop my video because it is streaming probably. So I'm stopping my video for some time because I want it to stream better. And I saw another mighty angel coming down from heaven, clothed with a cloud. Rainbow was upon his head, and his face was as if sun. Feet was pillars of fire. Head in his hand, little book open. Cried with a loud voice. When the seven thunders, I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, seal up the things which the seven thunders uttered. And the angel which I saw stand upon the sea and upon the earth lifted up his hand to heaven. So this is Orion. Okay, so let me stop sharing this thing and let me go to Zodiac for a second. So let me open Stellarium. Okay, so what I will do is I'll just show you, so maybe before sunrise. Okay, this is Hydra. Okay, these are all the beasts in the sky, which our great Saint John Sir has talked about. So let us go to Orion. Where is Orion? So let me remove the ground. See, here he is. See? As you can see, this is Orion because his hand is lifted up to heaven. His 1 foot is on the sea. What is the sea? It is Eridanus. river of souls. Okay, and there is a clock also. Somebody created has a clock constellation. Wow. So this Eridanus is the river of souls, and our great Orion, his 1 foot is on. Actually, this is not tiger, but it's actually a book in his hand. Okay, 1 foot is on the earth, 1 foot is on the sea, and the sea is Eridanus. So we are actually talking about, and he has got a girdle. So obviously, we are talking about Orion, Orion constellation. Okay. See, Orion is mostly seen in November, December, above the horizon. So I'll put ground. I'll show you. See, Orion is seen. So probably I'm just assuming that John had these visions when probably in December, around my birthday time. Okay, Jesus Christ, because this December 25th is one day associated with Jesus Christ. Okay, so I'll stop this share and then I'll go back to Revelation. And he had in his little book open, he has set his right foot upon the sea and left foot on the earth. So this I told you just now, it is Orion. And cried with a loud voice, a lion roareth. And when he cried, 7 thunders uttered their voices. So probably this again is related to Orion only. 7 thunders had uttered their voices. I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, seal up those things which the 7 thunders uttered and write them not. So something he heard, definitely. And the angel which I saw stand upon the sea and upon the earth lifted up his hand to heaven. So, yeah, just now I said, this is the verse which clinches that we're talking about Orion constellation. And swear by him that liveth forever and ever, North Pole star, who created heaven and the things that therein are, and the sea and all that. Little book which is open in his hand of angel standeth upon the sea and the earth. And my belly was bitter. It could be that he had some hallucinogenic substance, our John sir, because he said this thing in trance. It's given me like a reed unto a rod, and angels to rise and measure the temple of God and worship therein, which is without the temple, leave out, measure it not. 42 months. So this again related to the motion of, I am assuming it is either Sun or Saturn. Okay. I'll give power unto two witnesses. Two witnesses could be Mercury and Venus, because Mercury, Venus are always with Sun as per astrology and astronomy also. They are always visible near the Sun. Prophecy 1203 score days. So 2160 days, which is nothing but like, you can say is 2160 years. Okay. Another interpretation is 2160 days is like, how much divided by 30. So 365, 700, 7. So 2 plus 2, 4 plus 2, 6 years. So it doesn't make sense. So it looks more like, an age only, 2160 years. 2 olive trees, 2 candlesticks before the god of the earth. 2 olive trees and 2 candlesticks. So this again is like the 2 gates of the heaven, which are near, there are 2 stars near gate of man, which is Orion, and 2 stars near the center of Milky Way, which is Sagittarius. These have power to shut heaven, not in days of their prophecy, power over waters to turn them to blood, smite the earth with plagues and all that. So this is like, various, talking about comets also, little bit about comets. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from God entered into them and they stood upon their feet. So this 3 days and a half, again, this is 2160, this is also 42 months. This is also related to the Kundalini serpent power, which is there at the base of the spine of a man, right? Because it is at 3.5 coils. It rises because it's a spirit of life from God, and those people who are awakened, their Kundalini Shakti is awakened, or the people who are awake, they will not be overpowered by the false cities of this world. Everybody agrees, great wonder in heaven, woman clothed with the sun, the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. So this 12 stars is nothing but Coma Bernicus constellation. Okay, so we can just go to stellarium again. So this is stellarium. We have to go to Virgo. So what we will do? Where is Virgo, madam? This is Andromeda. Remove the ground. This is all Aquarius and now this is the eagle. Yeah, here it is. Virgo, madam. Virgo, ma'am. Coma, Bernie, kids. These are 12 stars. Shall we count? Crown of 12 stars. If you probably take the important stars, this probably, if you join, it does look like coma is a hair. Okay. And it is definitely talking about a particular time when the moon is below her feet and it is clothed with the sun. So it could be around sunrise time. Okay. It could be when the event is going to happen. October or September. Clothed with the sun. Clothes. So near the clothes. Right. So the sun, clothes, and moon. Okay. This year there is a solar eclipse, sun, moon. So is this the year, or if it has already happened, as some people say, September 23rd, 2017. Okay, because every year sun does go to Virgo around this time, September, October. Okay, let's go back to Revelation. Pain to be delivered, appeared another wonder, even behold, great red dragon, 7 heads and 10 horns. So there's a slight confusion here, because when you say dragon here, is it the snake, is it Hydra, or is it the Draco constellation? I would like to incline to believe that it is the Hydra, because that is the one which is actually near the ecliptic, near Virgo and all. Its tail drew the third part of stars to heaven. Obviously, those stars are set, and the dragon stood before the woman which was ready to be delivered, devour her child as soon as it was born. So when the event happens, it will appear as if the dragon is going to eat the child. And she forth the man child. So it is probably mostly Mercury. Okay. Woman fled into wilderness where she had the place prepared. They should feed her there 1203 score days. So this is again the related to the age. Related to one age, 2160 years. War in heaven, Michael and his angels, dragon. Okay. And prevailed not, neither was their place found anymore in heaven. So maybe they are not. See, as I said, Tuban, the star in Draco, was the North Pole star for many years, but then it was taken out and then Polaris replaced it. So this is like a second coming of Sun into a different constellation, because there is a precision. So I will show you that. So what generally happens is, like if you take the Sun, for example, I will go to say March 21st. Okay. So March 21st is when actually the Sun enters Pisces. So even before that, let's take March 11th. Okay. So March 11th, you can see it is going into the mouth of this fish. Okay. So now every year it is almost in the same position, as you can clearly see. So I keep on changing the years. Every year it enters the mouth of the fish around the same time, which is March 11th. So if I say go to 1500 AD, okay, it is again near Pisces only. So I will keep changing. So I'll go to probably say 500 AD. It is still near Pisces. I'll go to 0 AD. It is still near the tail of Pisces. If I go minus, say minus 2133. So this is what I will do is, see, it is not in Pisces. It is now near Aries. Hope you are getting it. Okay. It is near Aries. See, it is near Aries. So this was the time when it was near Aries. And then if I go to 4000, it is near Taurus. If I go to 6000 years, or even 7000 years, I have to take minus. So minus 7000 years, there is Sun. It is still in Taurus. 8000 years. See, it is closer to the previous sign, which is Gemini. Okay, age of Gemini. See, it is almost near Gemini. Right? If I go to 11,000 BC, 12,000 BC, age of Cancer, 13,000 BC, 15,000 BC. It was in Cancer. Ram, like Lord Ram, not the Ram, not the Lamb Ram. This is a different Ram. This is wrong. So this is how we have to see, basically. So go to Revelation again. Two wings of great eagle. This is Aquila. Fly into wilderness. She is nourished for a time and times and half a time from the face of the serpent. So again, if I go to Stellarium, so where is the serpent? So this is one serpent, Hydra. Okay. So time times times. So it is like time times 2, 1 plus 2, 3, 3.5. So 3.5 months, you can say. So that is like, you can say Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and then it comes after Sagittarius, it is Capricorn. And Aquila or eagle, see, it is near Capricorn. Okay, I'll show you. See how the sun is traveling. This is July. Aries, Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn. And what is near Capricorn? It is Eagle, Aquila. So this is in the same line. Okay, face of the serpent. So there is one more serpent which is in the hands of Ophiuchus. So we can either consider this, but more close, I would incline to believe it is this one, Hydra, because from the tail of Hydra you have a gap, right? You have Scorpio, then you have Sagittarius, and then you have Capricorn. So that becomes your time times and a half a time, right? I'll show you how. Time, one sign, times two signs, plus one plus two, three signs, half a time. So it is, you can in fact pinpoint the location, which is nothing but 12 degrees Capricorn in sidereal, and tropical it could be probably around 6 degrees of Aquarius, but actually it is 12 degrees Capricorn as per sidereal, because I follow sidereal or star based system. So from Virgo we have to find out. So from Virgo, Libra times, so 1 and then 2, so Scorpio, Sagittarius, 1 plus 2, 3, then half a time, so 15 degrees or 12 to 15 degrees of Capricorn, and that is exactly where we see Aquila is there. See, Aquila is right above this, right? It is so simple. So earth helped the woman, and the earth opened her mouth, swallowed the flood. So what is this flood? Flood is again the Milky Way river. Milky Way river ends near Sagittarius. Okay, so this is how I have actually decoded. I hope it was helpful for you. And stood upon the sand of sea, beast rise out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns. This again, I believe it is Hydra. Leopard, feet of a bear. This is Ursa Major. Lion, Leo, dragon, wounded to death. Because see, Hydra, as per the legend of Hydra and Hercules, the head of Hydra was cut off, but again the head keeps coming back. They worship the dragon which gave power to the beast. They worship the beast. Who is this like to beast? Okay. They worship the dragon which gave power unto the beast. And they worship the beast, saying, who is unto like the beast? So I don't know. It is not Libra, because Libra is not a beast sign. It is Scorpio. It is Leo. Many countries have Leo lion symbol. Then many countries have serpent symbols. So we are talking about Hydra, or we are talking about Leo. That is a slight confusion, but basically those are the beasts which are ruling over the world. I mean, if you take logos of people, I mean logos of companies, organizations, countries, generally they are either lions or they are serpents. Two horns like a lamb. It could be a goat also. Capricorn. Maybe this is Capricorn. First beast before him. Yeah, I mean this change of ages. Whatever the beast was there, it changed. Because as I told you, the precision of ages, the signs keep changing. Which sign dominates keeps changing. Image of the beast, logo. So this is trademark, logo, something without which you cannot do trade. Sell, like in a currency notes also you have symbols of animals, bees, credit card, debit cards, and all that. So this 666 is again 600, 3 score and 6. And his number is 600, 3 score and 6. So this is again probably related to 2160 age, duration of an age. Thank you, friends.